Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel, and it's the Fantasy League show. And you can probably tell by my tone of voice that I'm not very impressed with fantasy football because I completely messed up last time. And you all told me I'd messed up as soon as the video came out. And it was so irritating. Not that you all told me. The thing that's irritating is that I'm an idiot and I didn't read the rules properly. So last game week, I played my free hit chip, thinking it was somewhat of a wild card, not realizing, having obviously not read the rules properly, because I'm an idiot, that your team reverted back exactly to what it was the week before. So basically, I didn't understand the rules. I'm a doofus. We're learning as we go here. But let's have a look and see if we can pull this round. So with that being said, I'm still going to need to play my wild card this week because obviously my squad has reverted back to the mess it was in 2 weeks ago. Oh, it's depressing, isn't it? Dear me. Let's go to the split screen. We're going to try and do this in one hit again. I hope you can see everything. That was last week's action. Again, lots of theories abound now about empty stadiums and things of that nature. But loads of goals again. Absolutely tons of goals. 4-0 for Chelsea. Everton, 4 again. More points for Calvert-Lewin and for James Rodriguez. Leeds and Man City. Great game for the neutral. Not a massive fantasy game. Only a couple of goals in it. Then Newcastle score 3. And Callum Wilson keeps scoring. Obviously, this numbskull transferred him out, but there you go. A bit of a surprise there. West Ham, I think that's their second big win in a row, isn't it? They're on a little bit of form. Did they have a big win before that? I think they did, didn't they? Southampton 2, West Brom 0, Arsenal 2, Sheffield United 1, Wolves 1, Fulham 0. But then the fantasy week blown apart at the bottom there by, well, what is that? 16 goals in 2 games down the bottom. Ludicrous stuff there. Son and Kane at it again for Spurs. And then Aston Villa. Oh, my God. Fortunately, I had Grealish. I didn't have Watkins, who got a hat-trick. I still got Salah. So some things went okay. Let's scroll down and you'll be able to see the monstrosity that I did. There is my team. I brought in Robertson for Van Dijk. I bought in Justin for O'Connell. Salah and De Bruyne and Grealish I left. I then bought in Mendy and Burke just to try and cheapen up the midfield, to try and get Calvert-Lewin in up front with Kane. And obviously completely took out Callum Wilson, with that being said, which was not too clever. So if we now take it back to where we're actually at and go and have a look at the transfers, this is what I'm actually left with, which was what I thought I was wildcarding out last week, but evidently that didn't work. Some people said to me in the chat, oh, well, Ben, never mind. It can be a good rehearsal for a wildcard. So let's just do that. We're going to use it as a rehearsal for a wildcard, a Callum Wilson-proof rehearsal for a wildcard. And what I do need to start doing as well is actually having a squad of people who I can play. So with that being said, I'm going to go straight away and transfer in Rhian Brewster, who I'd looked at on here for a while, and he was 4.5 million, so dirt cheap. And obviously, he has just gone to Sheffield United for loads and loads of money, and I think he's going to get some minutes and he's going to get some points. So I'm going to stick in Brewster over Mitrovic to free up a little bit of money. Maybe he'll be a sub, maybe not. Let's see how he goes, but it's a nice, easy one to start with. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, which I did last time, which I still think is a good idea, is if I'm having a Liverpool player, I may as well have Robertson or Alexander-Arnold, given that Van Dijk won't get as many goals or assists and will still get the same amount of clean sheets. So there's no point, if you can afford Robertson or Alexander-Arnold, to have Van Dijk. So let's go for Robertson, as we were going to last week. Now, we still need to get rid of Jack O'Connell, and I'm still lacking a Leicester player. So I will do as I was going to do and put James Justin in, if I press the right button. And then we're all sorted there. We've got 3.5 million to play with. Now, I would, as I said, prefer to have 5 usable midfielders and 3 usable strikers. So I've had a good look here. And look, I know Matt Klitsch is going to play every game for Leeds. And perhaps when other players have got difficult away games, I can slip him in there. He's only 5.6 million. So let's take Anguissa out, put Klitsch in. We know he's going to take penalties as and when Leeds get them as well. Right, we're going to keep Callum Wilson. Maybe that's a mistake I'm not going to make twice. Maybe he's going to get double figures for goals this season. It's looking like that from the first few games, isn't it? So if we take out Ward-Prowse, we've now got 8.3 million to play for in terms of a midfielder. And the name jumping off the page there, we've got Jared Bowen we could do. But the name jumping off the page really is James Rodriguez, who's been superb so far. So let's transfer him, and I'm sure loads of people will do that this game week, which leaves us 500,000. So I could do an upgrade on Klitsch. I could go for Trent Alexander-Arnold, or I could leave 500,000 in a bank. Let's just do a bit of research and see what we can get for bang for our buck here. 500,000 up on Klitsch would take us to there. Townsend, Costa. Although if I'm going to have Klitsch, may as well I have Costa. I don't know. Lots of people have been talking to me about Pedro Neto as well, maybe as a good one. I don't have much Wolves action. How many minutes has he played? Can I view the information? Quite a lot of them. Interesting. So if I were to get him, I would only free up 0.1 million. Oh, I need some Leeds representation in here anyway, don't I? So they're a lot of fun at the moment. So we will continue with that. Right, that is what I'm going to do. And let's see if I can play the correct button this week. Play wildcard. Confirm transfers and play wildcard. There you go. I actually did it. Right. Jesus Christ, what an idiot. Let's pick a team now. Well, Pickford I can't do a lot about. He's going to have to play. My back 3, yes, okay, 2 of them are in the Merseyside. Pickford and Robertson are in the Merseyside derby. Justin and James will keep in, and I've got Burr and Douglas as kind of reserves. So the only choice I really have to make is what I'm going to do across the front here. It says Kevin De Bruyne may have a knock. Obviously, I still want to gamble that he's going to play. I'm not so sure whether Brewster comes straight in. So maybe we will go Rodriguez in for Brewster and play a 3-5-2. And we'll see what happens with De Bruyne. If we get news, I might do a little cheeky change before we get to the game week. Let's think about captain now. Harry Kane is jumping off the page there with West Ham United at home. Vice captain, I guess, is always going to be Salah or De Bruyne. Being De Bruyne is doubtful. We'll make Salah the vice captain and see where we go. So let's save my team and let's see if I can make as much of a pig's ear. Pickford in goal. He's playing Liverpool. Probably not good. Robertson, well, Liverpool are capable of anything. We mustn't forget they did lose 7-2 last time. I shouldn't expect that will happen again. Justin, maybe a clean sheet against Villa. Who knows? Villa are playing well, though, aren't they? James, maybe a clean sheet against Southampton. Hope so. He's been playing for England, hasn't he? Klitsch, well, it's the gamble over Brewster. Will Brewster play? Oh, I don't know. I'm changing it back. I'm putting in Brewster. There you go. I've changed my mind. So Klitsch was due to be playing at home to Wolves. I'm sure I'll get bitten on the backside with that. Brewster for a goal-scoring debut. There we go. De Bruyne hopefully plays against Arsenal. Grealish has been great, but away at Leicester. Tricky, but then West Ham did it, didn't they? Rodriguez, well, if anyone's going to do anything for Everton at the moment, it's Rodriguez or Calvert-Lewin. We'll go for Kane, ever reliable as the captain. Wilson, he's been scoring. Man United have been leaky. And Brewster, we're gambling that Chris Wilder is going to use him. So I have saved my team. That's where we are. I am still in 12th position, which is quite something after a terrible week. Up the top there, Ringo Sarr is just going great guns, miles away from everyone else. Plenty of people around me. God, look at that. I could drop a few more places this week, let's just say. So big shout out here to Mr. R at the top, Daniel, Matthew, Ryan, Sam, Martin, Harrison, Harry, Kev, and Mike. A couple of familiar names in there. I think a couple of Patreons in the top 10 there. Let's just click and see what Mr. Ringo Sarr is up to. He's got Havertz in. Look, Richarlison I haven't got. Bamford. Bowen's been a good one. Dallas, Target, Minya across the back. So well done there, Ringo Sarr. Let's just go back to the full screen and say thank you very, very much for watching. Hopefully that all looks okay. We're trying to do it on StreamYard now, so hopefully it's not pixelated in any way. I will go back and check right now, and hopefully it all came out okay. I'm screwed if it hasn't because I've made all the changes and played the wild card. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the other end of the game week. Over and out.